The second game we're going to discuss is one where we haven't seen a lot of covering, at least on the Michigan side of things, and it's been underwhelming so far this year. USC going on the road, taking on Michigan in the big house. And right now at FanDuel Sportsbook, USC favored by 5.5. And the total in this game is at 44.5 as of right now. Of course, a quarterback change for Michigan coming into this game. They struggled out the gate, so probably can't hurt to change things up there. Can Michigan get back on track here and cover at home against USC?
I'm done with Michigan. I think
Me too.
they are I I really think that until I see something change, like, for the foreseeable future, to me, they are just Iowa Hawkeyes, except blue on their jerseys instead of black to go with the gold. Um, like, I'm not believing in this team. I feel like the Harbaugh national championship, like, positive residue that was left has already worn off. They don't look good. Their defense is good, but offensively, like, they're going to this Alex Orji, backup quarterback. He's played 16 plays this year. 10 of them have been rushing. So they're bringing him in to really run the Wildcat offense. I think there's a reason they don't trust him throwing the ball down the field. They're trying to make this as low scoring, ground and pound in the trenches as they can get. Um, I don't think that that's going to be successful for them. I think USC's offense is good enough to score 3 touchdowns or so. Um, Also, like Michigan, I mean, you mentioned it, they're not covering their spreads. When we look at like the over under totals, their 3 totals this year have been 46, 43, and 40. This game will be even more low scoring with Orgy starting and running the ball so much. Then USC, they have been handling their business, and a lot of credit to their defense, who just pitched a shutout against Utah State. The LSU game was 27-20, which is 47 total points. So this over under a 46.5 seems a little high to me. Um, Especially with like the way Orgy's going to run the ball. And I think Michigan's defense is even better than LSU's was, and LSU held USC to 27. So I'm seeing a lot of vibes of a low scoring game here, but I think USC is still going to find a way to get 3 touchdowns. And I think Michigan's going to struggle to get 10 or 13 points. So best case scenario, I think this is like USC 21, Michigan 13. So with that said, I'm taking USC -5.5 and the under here.
Okay, so USC -5.5 right now at FanDuel Sportsbook is -114. Under is -115 as well. And of course, those bets actually tough to get those two to cash you out, which is why you're going to get a bit of a better number at FanDuel Sportsbook on the same game parlay. USC -5.5, under 44.5, plus 236 right now for that SGP. We have seen the total come down in this game as a result of the quarterback change at Michigan, as it was 46.5 yesterday. It's now down to 44.5 for today. So pretty significant move there. I'm going to be at the big house next week, Kent. So I need Michigan to figure things out eventually. My first trip there, they're playing Minnesota. I have no real rooting interest in that game. Just kind of want to see the big house. So I would like to see some more entertaining football. So selfishly, I want Michigan to get its stuff together this week so I can watch a more fun game next week.
Yeah, you definitely don't wanna have them lose to USC in this game, like, in USC's
Right.
Big Ten, because that's one of those games, like, this could be a big statement game for Lincoln Riley to be like, "Hey, we have a
Yeah.
defense, we're in the
Right.
Big Ten, we can compete with this style of football, we're on the way up." Versus, like, Sharon Moore in Michigan, if they lose, that like I said, that little bit of residue from Harbaugh in the national championship, and I say residue is because I can't think of another word, but I mean it in a
Right.
good way here, like,
Right.
the it's starting to decline a little bit, and
Yeah.
things could get out of control if they lose this game. And not the environment you want to be walking into next week if you're just
Yep.
there for a good time.
I am there for a good time and would like to enjoy myself. So I want the Michigan people in a good mood. So let's hope they. I need them to cover, but Kent wants USC -5.5, paired to the under 44.5 in this one.